watchful to you. There we go, Leslie. As a protection for us all. And that protection, I really want us to be watchful, that we don't set the protective boundary around the United States, right? That we don't become sectarian in our practice, that we never, right, just practice for ourselves or for those we love or for things to get better or improve for us. We practice for what? To hold everything. The birthing and the dying, the coming and the going, the expanding and the contracting of it all as is its nature. And I'd like you then to simply call to mind those that you wish to specifically hold, not because we only hold them, right? But because they ignite the heart, because you know that love, you know that care, you know that connection. And then we're going to expand that connection as is its nature when we are not in fear, when we are not in greed, when we are not in ignorance. We expand that heart to hold everyone. And so we're going to do that today. I'm going to actually go grab my bell because I clearly realized I don't have it with me. And then we will begin. Are there any questions today? We will be ending early. This is just some moments of practicing together until people I know will have to leave for the sound healing. You will hear the flute and some other sound instruments behind me. Andy and Pablo and Bob are here already setting up so that we can begin on time. Thank you so much, Kira. And so let's prepare to sit together. And so if you watched any of the ceremony, if you watched any of the ceremony today, like all ceremony, we call those two groups in particular, in all traditions, we call these two groups together. And which are the two groups? They are the groups that support us, that protect us, that have come throughout the lineage, the traditions, all the Buddhas, all the saints, all the souls that have contributed to our happiness, to our safety, to our well-being. We call them here. And so let's do so. Calling those to, this is essential practice in all traditions. We practiced with Manjushri and with Mahakala, right? Protectors of our goodness, protectors of our capacity for awakening, cutting through all self-cherishing, all preoccupations that are simply designed for what? Our comfort, our safety, our stability. So calling all those to mind, remember I asked a few weeks ago that we call not only those deities, if they have any meaning. I love imaging Mahakala, as you know, hair, eyes, flames coming out of every orifice. I also call to mind those I have known in this lifetime that have protected me, that have offered assistance to me. And calling them as well. Being watchful of the tendency to call only the masculine, be watchful. As we talked about, I called my grandmother Irene, a strong protector who cut the crust off my toast, who made me cocoa in the morning, right? As much love, as much protection. So call all those to mind, picturing them, breathing them into this space, and placing them in part of the space or within the heart space where you can access them. John McCransky suggests up and slightly behind you. Pema Chodron suggests up and slightly in front of you. She likes to see her protectors. It's all good. Calling them by name, just as was done this morning, as the names of all those lost in the 9/11 attack were called. Call the protection. Giving it at least one breath to metabolize in the mind body. And then we dedicate this practice before it's even begun. We are already preparing to offer it, to give it away. So we don't get greedy, so we don't cling, so we don't forget that there is the truth of suffering and a path to its end. We open our hands and hearts, and we call to mind those for whom we wish to dedicate the practice today. All those in 9/11, all those who were lost, all those who are the first responders, all the consequence, all the suffering that was the consequence, all the healing that has taken place, all the love that was known and today is remembered. May we offer this practice and all of its blessings to all beings everywhere without exception, omitting none. Omitting none. Awakening us and freeing us all. This is the path of the Bodhisattva. And then breathing into the space around you. Where we place the mind takes the shape of that and the heart fills it. So place the mind in as large a scape as you can imagine. The sky, the oceans, the vast space all around us. And let that care, let that warmth, let the truth of suffering and our wish to move closer, to heal it rather than away. Feel into that. See where it's most alive in your own body. I get a little quiver around the heart. Maybe you get a pulse at the temples, vibrating hands, the felt sense of your feet. And we're going to follow the simple instruction, light touch on the out breath. Light touch on the out breath. The breath of expiration. The breath of dissolution. of non-reactivity, of non-attachment. We breathe out as we settle into that quiet space at the end of the out-breath. We simply open, making that peaceful, easeful offering to the world. And may this practice contribute. We'll be sitting silently for 20 minutes. May we take the delusion cutting sword of Manjushri, or the transformative wrathful fires of Mahakala to end all self-cherishing, all seeking of comfort, protection, and safety for only oneself. May we turn towards the difficult suffering, towards the pain, towards the end, and open ourselves completely. And with this diligence, this courage, this mindfulness, and this compassion, by our very sitting here, we change the world. And then we gather the benefits of this practice. And we offer it now and then throughout the day, finding infinite ways to love, to care, to bring wisdom, stability, and compassion wherever it is needed. May 9/11 be a reminder of the vulnerability of the humanness of us all, and of our capacity, each of our capacity, to be present, to be first responders. May we all be safe. May we all be free from pain and suffering. May we take joy at our blessings and offer those blessings and that joy to others. May we remember the truth of who we are, the whole truth, the vulnerable and the strong. And in this way, may we find the path again and again to the end of suffering and the realization of true happiness and freedom. May you call to mind those special ones that you are holding in that loving presence today. May we all be filled with loving kindness, and may we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease, and may we be happy, truly happy. And may this practice today contribute. May it be so this very day and forward. So be it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this portion of our practice today. If you're not in Colorado or Nashville, like Courtney, please join us, even if you haven't been able to RSVP. I think there's room for everyone. Please join us here at 816 Passiflora in Encinitas for the sound healing, which will start around 8:30. I know some of you are moving from there to here. So, and for those of you who can't, just know we continue to hold you today. And I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day. Blessings to everyone there. Be well.